People point out to me all the time how scary my job is. I'm an emergency medicine pharmacist, which means I have to know everything there is to know about medications like that. Most of the time. Sometimes I have time to look it up, but most of the time I have to know right now, or within a few minutes, or right now. And that was a very scary thought to me as well when I was in training. I was like, how am I ever going to know all that stuff? Because I'm obsessed with it and I just spend all my time learning it. That's how. And I love my role on the team. I love that I get to be the secret keeper of knowledge. But it can be very scary because, again, there's one of me. So while there are plenty of people I can call and have conversations with, I have an ICU pharmacist, I have pharmacists in the main pharmacy, I have a neonatal ICU pharmacist, I have people I can call for help. Still, in that room, during a code, during whatever, I'm the pharmacist. I'm the drug expert in that room, and people are looking at me and expecting me to have answers for them. And again, it was really scary, especially at first, especially when I didn't have all the answers because I was still learning. And the way that I managed that was I had excellent, easy to access resources that I knew them like front and back. I had a little reference book where I had all charts with all of the vasopressors and what receptors they hit and what the starting doses are, and antiarrhythmics and sedation meds, everything that I could need in an emergency, things that I might need to know right now that I might not necessarily know. I had that all in a little book. And I had the little book with me at all times. So I knew that if I had to look something up, I could just flip to my seizure page and be like, okay, here's all our anti-seizure meds and how quickly we can give them and what the dose is. I also have an app called Pedistat. PD? Yeah. I think I paid like $6 for it. Incredible. Anytime we have someone pediatric coming in, I immediately open the app and I put in what information I have, whether it's a weight, whether it's what color they are on the Broslow tape, whether it's an age. I put in the information I have. And even though I now know the dosing for most things pediatric emergency wise, I have that double check at all times because kids are scary. And I do not work at a pediatric hospital, which means we're not used to kids. So when we get kids, again, I want that app. I want that app to tell me everything I need to know. Yes, I do know the information in case my phone explodes, but I also know how to find it quickly in other places. So yeah, know your resources, know who you can call, and know how to say, I don't know. Do not guess in critical moments. And that was probably the hardest, not that I was like guessing in critical moments, but that's still the hardest thing for me is saying, hang on a second, I don't know. Let me call someone. That actually happened during a cardiac arrest the other day. We had got ROSC and lost ROSC. Regardless, the ICU attending was down there and he wanted to do, I can't even remember what it was now. Me and the ICU pharmacist need to look into it, but some sort of local block in the neck with lidocaine. And he's asking me the dosing and I'm like, this is a cardiac arrest. What are you talking about? So I called the ICU pharmacist. She also didn't know. We both had to look into it. Was that something that needed to be done right then, right there? No. I don't exactly know what he was doing, but he had a reason for it. But again, in that moment, I was like, am I stupid? I have no clue what he's talking about. No, I wasn't. It wasn't a normal thing. But I called someone who was able to look it up for me and find answers. And again, her and I need to review that in case it comes up again. But yeah, know who you can call, know how to say I don't know, and have resources available. Hopefully me messing with my fish clip did not cause it to make little plasticky noises. If so, I